So a few updates ago, Tycoon just added the UAVs slash the drones, and it's really up to you how you want to call it. And in my opinion, their system is honestly pretty terrible. Therefore, in today's video, I'd really like to talk about some issues which the drones slash the UAVs have in this game, and what could be improved, since right now the gameplay of them is by far the worst out of any vehicle class in the game. So the first thing which I really want to talk about is going to be their gameplay slash visuals. I'm gonna be honest, but these are by far the worst visuals in the game, and I really don't understand why the developers made the screen extremely blurry and basically almost copied the system of the TV guided missiles. Like, this is just so unpleasant to look at, and for me and a lot of other people, it just genuinely ruins the experience of the vehicle class as a whole. Plus, keep in mind that most modern drones have some of the best camera systems in the world, so there is just no need for having the screen looks so awful. Plus, the one thing I do want to mention is, if the developers want to at least keep their ideas consistent, then why do the older, less powerful, less advanced drones not have this blurry screen, but the more modern ones do? It just doesn't make any sense to me. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is going to be the gameplay itself, because I'm gonna be honest, the drone gameplay is by far the most dry and boring gameplay in the game. And the reason why is because these things simply just do not give you enough unique features to enjoy them, like the planes, tanks, helicopters, all of them. Even when they were released, they already felt very special because they brought something new to the table. However, what these drones have brought is just a copy of the plane system itself, where with this, you basically have one loiter mode and you basically go in a circle. Please explain to me how that is entertaining in any way. I do feel like the loitering could work a little bit better and just cover a wider area as a whole, because right now, the second that you go into loiter mode, you're just target practice, and there's no reason why you should be going in this mode. Now, the next issue which I have is that these drones are controlled from a one set location which people can easily find you in. The whole point of drones themselves in real life, or even UAVs, is that you don't know where the person that's controlling it actually is. Well, in this game, if you can just lock onto the person, then you know, and then you can just find them and kill them right away. And now, one last thing which doesn't really make sense to me is, how does the drone EMP not do anything to these UAVs? And before you even start saying in the comments that apparently drone EMPs don't work on the UAVs, that is completely not true. The EMP is easily able to actually damage and hurt the MQ-1 and the TB2. Here is also proof for that, and the only drone in the game which it isn't able to damage is going to be the MQ-9 Reaper. And this just opens another opportunity for the MQ-9 to become much more versatile. It could be the only drone in the game to actually not be able to get damaged or hurt by anyway by the drone EMP. It would even have its special feature that it's actually EMP immune. And this would really add to the gameplay flow of these drones as a whole. So now here is some of my ideas to actually make the drones a lot more interesting and a lot more useful. The first one being is that you could control the UAVs and the drones from the support tablet. And before you even start saying that this would become too ruddy, of course I do have an idea for that, and that would be that you actually have to pay an extra 2 to 3 parts to actually spawn the drones with the tablet itself. And the reason why you will be spending this price is because you can literally be sitting in any spot of the map and just controlling these UAVs or drones. I think that will be extremely cool, since that's kind of how it is in real life. You can control these drones from remote places. Now, the next idea which I have is giving the drones a thermal imaging system. I believe something like this would actually give them an extra use on the battlefield, and actually something unique to spawn the drones for, instead of once again using a second version of planes. I believe also giving them the self-destruct feature would really work well, since they could explode, for example, and deal some giant area damage, and that's actually something similar to what the current drones are actually doing in the game. They do have a self-destruct feature, however, unfortunately it doesn't do too much area damage, so for example the UAVs would actually be dealing that. And now lastly, of course, just expanding the weaponry. There are plenty of features which these drones could actually have. For example, they are able to carry different payloads of bombs. With this, they have different types of missiles, and some of them could even use different types of cannons or machine guns. So yeah, do let me know in the comment section down below what you guys dislike the most about the current UAV/drone system, and do let me know in the comment section down below what the developers could do to improve them.